first of all, congrats, man. Co-Defensive Player of the Year for the Lower Valley. Just thoughts on winning the award, especially as a senior, man. What this means to you?
It's a really special way, to go out, stuff like that, and it really wouldn't be possible without the great supporting cast I had around me to play confident and just be myself. And so it really helped a lot, and I have a lot of grateful feelings for them, and it's just special, especially how our season went, and I was able to have a successful year like this with all my guys.
You've been starting, I believe, since a sophomore. I think you
Yes.
came to start at Los Fresnos, and Tend is one of the top players, not only on your team but in the Valley. I mean, just talk about that growth, man. Being thrown into the fire as a sophomore and being able to turn into what you became.
I always felt like I could handle it because I go by God gives you challenges that only you can handle. So nothing's too much. You know what I mean? So I felt like I was ready, and I had been prepared for those moments, and my coaches gave me great opportunities to be like that, to grow, to be the player I ended up being. So I feel like that was like a key part of my development, how I became, how I became. So I think I really enjoyed the experience early on, and that really helped me on who I became.
Week 1, I think against Mac High, you had a scoop and score, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Just talk about kind of setting the momentum for your senior year there. Just how big was that play for you, and just building off of that for the rest of the season.
That was really saying damn, well, we're good. You know what I mean? It was, everybody really bought into what we were doing, but week 1 is week 1. Everybody comes in with different expectations, and just going in there and winning the way we win in a dominant fashion in a big environment like how Mackay has it really set the tone for all of us, and we're about it. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Definitely. Talk about yourself, man, as a player. You fly around to the football out there, whether it's lining up at safety or coming down to play the run. I mean, talk about your mindset there as a defender, playing both the run and the pass, man.
A big thing is film. Film has been my biggest thing, trusting in my coach's game plan and stuff like that. And for me, it's a lot easier when I know what's happening before it happens. And so that's kind of what I prided myself on, is being the player that watches the most film. And I'm having Robert there competing with me, so it's kind of difficult going back and forth in that. But having teammates like that who love the game and want to learn just as much as you do, it makes everybody better.
You mentioned Robert, he's co-offensive player of the year. You're co-defensive player of the year. You guys got to practice against each other. Just talk about how that benefited, kind of that iron sharpens iron mentality, week in and week out.
Me and Robert have been teammates / playing against each other since middle school, so I feel like I have an edge over him more than more defenders do, and I know what he does more than he thinks. But it's been a lot of battles and practice back and forth. Days where he absolutely torches us, and then there's days where we get him back. But that's just the competitive fire we all have, because we have a lot of players on our team, and just competing back and forth. Playing against the best in the Valley. Really, in my opinion, the best quarterback in the Valley just makes you better and prepared for anything. So that really helps.
Last question. You seniors really left a mark here in Los Fresnos. Bring back that district title. It hadn't happened in a while. Just what's the message to the next group of guys coming through Los Fresnos?
Just keep it going. Don't settle for less, because we showed we started off my sophomore year, my junior year started off struggling. We had our ups and downs, but I think our senior class and our team this year showed that really if you all buy in, then anything truly is possible, and we can compete with anybody. So if I were to give that, it'd just be to be together and just buy in. That was our biggest thing.
Definitely.